Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
State your name, please.
Michael Curota.
Spell your last name for the record, please.
Quaranta.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may be seated. Are you going to question? Okay,
Yes, it will be
Ms.
me.
Sewer, thank you.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
And again, just like Mr. DeFranco, I am going to stay seated. If that's okay with the court. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you state your name for the record, please.
Michael Curota.
And how are you employed?
I'm a police officer in the city of Warren
How long have you been a police officer in the city of Warren?
for approximately 3 years.
Do you have any prior law enforcement experience?
Yes.
What would that be?
I worked in the city of Detroit for a little over 5 years.
Anything other than Detroit?
That's all.
Were you working in the capacity of a Warren police officer on January 2nd, 2025?
Yes, I was.
On that day, were you alone or with a partner?
I was working one-man patrol.
Were you in full uniform?
I was in full uniform.
Does that include a fully marked scout car?
Yes, it does.
And a body-worn camera?
Yes, it does.
To your knowledge, was your body-worn camera active and recording during your shift?
Yes, it was.
Did you receive a call to 14411 Knox Avenue?
Yes, I did.
What city is that in?
It's in Warren.
What was the call for?
A missing person.
What happened when you got there?
I made contact with the caller and family members at the house.
Do you recall any of the names of who you spoke with?
I may not be pronouncing it properly, but I believe it's Monica.
Do you remember any last names?
Yeah, give me 1 second. It's the same last name as the missing person.
Just looking at your report, refresh your recollection.
Yeah.
May I approach you?
Yes.
Just look at it, let us know when your recollection's been refreshed as far as the last name.
It's Elkins.
Oh, thank you. So what happened when you got to the location? What'd you do?
I spoke with the family. They explained to me what was going on.
What did they say was going on?
Monica last heard from her daughter at about 1 p.m. that day.
Which daughter was she referring to?
To Ashley.
What happened after that? What else did she say?
So she said that she spoke with Ashley, who said she was coming back from the Super Beauty store, and she had not heard from her since.
And what day was it that she said she got a message from Ashley?
That was the same day I was there. So it had been several hours.
What else happened when you were at that location on Knox?
I spoke with some family members and a friend who explained to me that there is some past issues, raising their concerns.
Did they indicate to you where they thought Ashley may have been?
Yes,
Where did they say?
at DeAndre's house, but there was no last name present, or they didn't know any last name of said person.
Did they give you any other information about DeAndre?
Not much. There was an apartment in Roseville.
So what did you do after you spoke with everybody at the scene?
So I got on the computer and I started searching up everything I could to find Ashley, places she might be.
So what were you searching? Where were you?
So I began by searching through our report system database to see if she has contact with any other people, who she may have been in a car with during a traffic stop on any random day, anywhere to find a lead.
Did you find anything that day for that search that helped you find Ashley?
Not that I can recall exactly, but I did find a connection to Roseville.
Do you recall what that connection was?
I believe it was the address on Pinehurst.
What else? What other searches did you do?
I did a flock search. It's a license plate reader camera system that's set up throughout southeast Michigan.
So why did you do a flock search?
I did a flock search because Monica told me that Ashley had a 2009 Chevy Malibu, but unfortunately did not have a license plate attached to the back. Through that camera system, we can type in search tools like silver car, sedans, makes, models, things like that.
Were you able to locate anything through the flock system that you believe to be Ashley's car?
I was not.
Did you do anything else? Any other searches?
I contacted our dispatchers to do a phone ping.
Tell me about that.
So the phone ping, there were multiple pings that returned. They all came back in the area of 11 Mile and Gratiot.
Do those pings give you any specific locations or just general areas?
They're general areas within a certain radius.
And whose number did you ping?
I pinged Ashley's phone.
And where did you say it was in the area of?
11 Mile and Gratiot.
Do you recall when it was in that area?
Between the time of the call, which I believe was 11, in the time frame of 11:15 p.m. and about 12:30 a.m. on the 3rd of January.
Did you do any other searches or make any other phone calls while you were at the Knox Center?
Yeah, I searched through jail databases, surrounding cities. I called all the hospitals in Detroit, in Macomb County.
And you had mentioned you received some sort of connection to an address in Roseville. Did you do anything with that information?
So again, I contacted the Warren dispatchers. I requested a Roseville police unit to make that apartment complex and try to make contact with Ashley if she's inside, or to see if her car is in the parking lot.
Did you yourself go to the Roseville address?
I did not,
Why is that?
because there was no other units available for me to take from Warren with me, and I was working one-man patrol.
Is that standard procedure if you're working one-man patrol and have to leave the city that you take another car with you?
Yes.
Did you do anything else that evening when you were talking to the family and gathering information?
Throughout the night, I canvassed the area for the vehicle that Ashley was supposed to be driving. I wasn't able to find it.
Were you ever given Ashley's address?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the address that you were at? The Knox
Yes.
Center?
Yeah, at Knox.
And did you ever strike that? So you were driving around looking for the car. You were not able to locate what you believe to be Ashley's car, is that correct?
Not on Flock or in person.
So did you ever go back to that house at any point, the Knox address?
I went by the house about 3 times.
That day or other days as well?
That day specifically, I went back at least 3 times. Following days, I was off the following days, those were leave days for me.
And leave days means?
Days off.
So when you get a call like this and you're given information, is there something that you're supposed to do as far as information regarding, who might be missing and their description? Do you have a system you use?
Yeah, so through our law enforcement information network, I had a dispatcher enter Ashley into the system as missing. So if anybody came across her as far as law enforcement, they would see that right away.
And was it just Ashley that you put into lien as missing?
There was a BOL, a be on the lookout, put out for Ashley, the Malibu, and DeAndre.
So you included someone by the name of DeAndre in that?
Correct.
And why did you do that?
Because Ashley's mother told me that she believed that there might be a connection there.
So did you ever come into contact with anyone named DeAndre?
I did not.
Now, as you were wrapping up your run at the Knox address, did you tell anyone at that location, give them any further instructions on what they were supposed to do?
Yeah, I advised Ms. Elkins to follow up with the Warren detectives. I explained to her where the police department was. I gave her an incident number.
Did you ever tell them to go look for any evidence themselves? Anyone
No.
at that location?
No.
No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Lane?
Officer Curota, are you pretty good with like phones yourself? In
I'm
terms
decent.
of-
I'm by no means an expert.
Okay. When the Elkins family was talking to you, did you get into a discussion with them about whether or not Ashley's phone was currently, when you were talking to them, on or off?
Yes, I did.
All right. And I would be correct in stating that it was their opinion that her phone was off, correct?
Yes.
Did you have a different opinion? Did you thought her phone was still on while you were talking to them?
It was up in the air, to be honest. I couldn't make a for sure termination on that.
You don't recall telling Mrs. Elkins when she stated to you that her phone was off, that you said, no, her phone is on, because it's ringing and getting through to it?
Yes, at one point it was ringing. At other points it wasn't ringing.
So you were trying to contact her yourself?
I also tried to contact her through text message and phone calls.
So at least for some of the time that you were over at the Elkins household, you felt that her phone was still on, correct?
Yes.
And when you did these like pings on the phone, and you said they came up in the area of 11 Mile and Gratiot, that's in Roseville, correct?
Yes.
All right. You wear a body camera, and I have on there that you arrived somewhere shortly after 9 p.m. Is that accurate?
I don't remember the exact time that I arrived.
Okay. Would that be on your report, if that would refresh your recollection?
It might be, yes.
Do you have a copy of your report here? Do you want me to bring it up to you? Here's the report.
Yes, at approximately 9 p.m.
Okay. And my viewing of your body camera shows that you left the premises around 42 minutes later, 43 minutes later. Would that be about accurate?
Yeah, I left
I'm
when
not
I
holding
came.
you to any specific time. You were there about 45 minutes, that's it.
I left, I came back.
But in terms
Yeah.
of talking to the Elkins family, you were just there and talking to them for about 40-some minutes, correct?
Yeah, I was there for a while.
Okay. That sounds about accurate, though, for 45 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So when you did these pings on the phone, was it at the time you were talking to the Elkins family, or was it later?
I had requested the pings, but it takes a varying amount of time for the phone company to return results to dispatch, which are then relayed to me.
Okay. Because obviously in your report, you mentioned about the pings. I just am wondering about the time. I know you said a couple minutes ago that the pings were somewhere between 11:15 at night and 12:30 in the morning, correct?
They may go a little later into the
Okay.
morning.
I'm not holding you to any specific times. I just wanted to clarify they were later after you had left the Elkins family, correct?
The returns on the ping were after.
Okay. Fair enough. And would I be correct in stating that, those pings were in a lot of different areas that you mentioned in your report in terms of, you know, certain streets, correct?
They were all in the same general area.
And I think you mentioned there that these pings are kind of in general in a radius of about 3,339 meters. That's what you put in your report?
I believe that was the ping with the largest radius. The ping with the smallest radius was, I believe, less than 500 feet.
And do you know which locations are associated with those two pings?
I'd have to refer back to my report for the exact.
Feel free to do that.
Okay. So there was one ping that came back into the area of Raven and Marie, just south of 10 Mile. That had a 3,300 meter radius. There was another one that came back to Sycamore and Gratiot, and that one was within 448 meters.
Okay, I see where you're at in the report now.
Okay.
So some rarities were in the area of 500 feet to 3,300 meters, which is approximately about over 2 miles, correct?
Don't quote me on the exact math.
And you mentioned that you went back to the house. Was that just kind of driving by to see if maybe your car was there?
Yes.
You didn't go into the house?
I didn't return back into the house.
I have no further questions.
Thank you. Anything further, Mr.?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, Officer. For taking this stuff down.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
If we could just have a moment, I think Mr. Different, go ahead and
Yes.
exclude this.